me that John 11 real quick. John 11. We're going to read chapter 9. Verse 9. You know about the Sabbath, though. You know the day is the Sabbath.
Yeah, it's made from Friday.
Well, some brothers, because you got different brothers, some brothers do Friday night to Saturday night.
It's about YouTube. I know about it. I just got lifestyle and testing.
So what you're saying is you're fairly new. You barely start coming into the truth. And the truth, you know the truth. On the tribe chart, which was Judah. So we call African American black. And you know we have to come back to the law, statute, and commandments.
The Negro.
Right. You know, it was prophesied in the Bible about us being on cargo slave ships. Now, you heard anything ever about the dietary law?
Yeah, I heard
That we can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster.
yeah, it's
Unclean. Right. And then, as far as like the Sabbath day, we got to keep the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
which is the Sabbath right now.
Right, which is the Sabbath right now. So by you running in there right now to purchase whatever you're finna purchase is breaking the Shabbat day. You get what I'm saying? Which is going against your Creator that He gave for us to separate us against these other nations, that we may keep that day Kodash, which means to keep that day set apart, right?
Yeah.
So I got a flyer out too. Hand me a flyer down there real quick in that bag. On this side right here. I got a YouTube channel, you can check it out. We be out here every Shabbat. We try to come between 1 and 2 o'clock, but I'm gonna set a time that we out here like at this time right now. So we'll say 2 o'clock for certain. We out here every Shabbat. So this is my YouTube channel right here. That's the YouTube, you can pull it up, and then that's my email if you ever need to get at me, have any questions. My name is YAHAWAH. What's your name?
Darius.
Darius, nice to meet you, brother. So like you say, you coming into it,
Yeah,
you know, we all in the beginning have to go through our trial and tribulation and whatnot, but you want to get to the point to where you fear the Most High. You get what I'm saying? Because even though you're going to the plantation right now, that'll be obsolete when it comes to the fear of the Most High, because you're not going to put nothing over the Most High. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to read a couple scriptures for you real quick. This is John chapter 11, verse 9. Bring that out.
Yahawashi answered, are there not 12 hours in the day?
Are there not 12 hours in the day, right? We got 12 hours of sunlight. The day represents the light. We can look up right now, we got light. Most of the time in the Bible, it says when it's light, people don't commit devilish acts, which are demon things. Most of the time, people do those things, even though the world has become more wickedly. Most of the time, people commit those acts at night. You're gonna rob somebody, you do it at night. You're gonna murder somebody, you're gonna do it at night. But the world has become so corrupt that people do it in the daytime now, broad daylight they'll do it. So that show you how wicked people is. They don't even care. They don't even wait till the night. They'll do it right there in the day.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Go ahead.
If any man walk in the day,
If any man walk in the day, go ahead.
he stumbleth not.
You won't stumble, brother. Stumble means to basically fall into sin. When you stumble, you fall into sin, right? Go ahead.
Because he seeth the light of this world.
He seeth the light of this world, meaning you see the essence. Now you're coming into the truth that you are an Israelite. You're not just a Negro, not just a nigga, you're not just an African American. You're like, hold up, I got a history behind me that was taken. They said we were just slaves. Wait a minute, we're more than that. We're not just slaves. We're not just Negroes. We're not just African Americans. I come from somewhere, from a line of people that meant something. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But if a man walk in the night,
But if you walk in the night, which is darkness, right? Go ahead.
he stumbleth,
He's stumbling, meaning he's steady gonna fall into sin because he's walking in darkness. Go ahead.
because there is no light in him.
There's no light in you. Now, who is the light? The light is Yahawashi, or who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. In the book of John, it says, light has came into the world, but man perceived it not, because their deeds was evil and they loved darkness. Right? So us as a human being, we love darkness, we love evil, as we call it. We love to turn up, right? We love to chase that bag. Everybody out here chasing that bag. You say you finna go to the plantation right now, that's chasing the bag.
And I don't want to
that's chasing the bag, right? Read that 1 Timothy real quick, chapter 6. You say you don't want to, so then why are you doing it, bro?
That's the only way, because like, how can I say, we is in captivity.
We are in captivity.
That's one of the things, like, you gotta get how you live.
But see, this is what I mean. We in captivity, but you gotta put the Most High over that, right? Read that when you get that 1 Timothy, the root of all evil is money. You heard that before, right? Well, that's in the Bible. You thought they got that from somewhere else in the world. They got that from the Bible, brother. It's in the Bible that the money is the root of all evil. You got it? It's like verse 11, something like that. And start at 7 or 6. That brought nothing into this world. It really didn't. Because when you was born, parents, right? When you were born, you came out your mother's womb with nothing. No clothes, no nothing. You was butt naked. Little babies crying, right? You didn't come into this world with nothing. Go ahead, watch.
For we brought nothing into this world,
Uh-huh.
and it is certain we can't carry nothing out.
So you working for something, like you said, you gotta live how you live. So you working for something that you not, when you leave here, when you die, you're not gonna take with you. So what value is it if you're not gonna take it with you when you cross over or when you pass on? But one thing you is taking, juice. Questions for and be judged on, right? The book of Hebrews 9 and 27 said that it's appointed once for man to die and then the judgment. So when you die, comes the judgment after that. So you can't say to the Most High that told you not to work on the Sabbath, oh, I got to get it how I live because we was in captivity. Well, the Most High put you in captivity because of what? Because we broke His laws. So the reason we in captivity is because we went against His law. So now that we in captivity, we still gonna go against His law. That don't make no sense. Keep going. And having food and raiment. Go ahead.
Let us be therefore content.
So as long as you got a little food, you got a little clothing, be content with that. Go ahead.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
For those that want that big bag, they're gonna fall into temptation. Go ahead.
And the snare.
And a snare. A snare is what? A snare is a trap. That's what you put for like an animal, a snare, a little something for like a hole for his neck. When he go in there and snatch his neck, and now he in that trap and it's wiggling around. Yeah, that's a trap. So it said the people that want to be rich, they fall into a snare, and then they fall into that trap. Go ahead.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Into many foolish and hurtful lusts. Lust is a sin. When you lust, that is a sin. And this is why these women dress the way they dress, because they want you to lust after them. They want you to hold them up on the pedestal. But what you don't realize is that that's sinful to lust after these women, because most of these women are not virgins. And anytime you lay down with a man, that man is considered a virgin. Having sex with a man is any woman you lay down with, you have sex with, she's considered your wife. How is it considered? Because the Bible tells us a man should leave his father and mother and join himself to his wife, and them two shall become one. So when a woman lays down with a man, she has became one with that man. That's why they get so emotional and get so attached to that man once they lay down with him, because they have given a part of themselves to that man. It's a spiritual connection. They just looking at it as a fleshly thing. So you can't lay down with George on Monday and then lay down with Alice on Friday and then lay down with somebody else. You putting a lot of spirits on you from different men. And all messed up in their head. You get what I mean? So it's more than a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. We all have a spiritual essence about ourselves. We have a physical body. But it's a spirit inside of you, brother. I asked you earlier when you walked up and said you Darius, right? That's not really who you are. That's a name that was given to you by your parents. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. We're gonna move on to the scriptures. Were you alive before you came into your mother's womb? Wasn't alive? Were you alive before you came out of your mother's womb? Before she pushed you out of her belly? Were you alive? They can see the heartbeat. You wasn't out here talking and walking, but you were alive. You was a being that was alive, right? You had blood, you had flesh, right? So before you were given that name Darius, who was you? You was already alive. Somebody gave you that name and attributed it to you, but you was already alive, so who was you? Because you was alive before you came out the womb, so you had life. So something gave you life before you came out the womb, and your mother attached a name to you. So you just told me your mother called you with the name that she gave you, who was you before that? You was a soul, which you are now.
Spirit, yeah.
You a spirit. So what's your spirit name? You don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you have to spend time with your spirit. You spend a lot of time with your flesh.
That's what I'm working on.
Right, which is a beautiful thing, brother. I'm not here to point fingers, I'm just trying to show you and open it up that it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual war that we're fighting, right? So when people chasing that bag, keep going.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Which drown man in destruction and perdition. Keep going.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
One more time, say it again.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
The love of money is the root of all evil. If you want to look for evil, you want to find evil, just look for where the bag is. Look for where the bag is. When people say, I'm searching for that bag, I'm chasing that bag, what they really chasing is evil. And they don't realize it. You know why? Because they're going to have to do some things a little evil to get to that bag. They're going to have to cut some kind of corners. They're going to have to do some things to people. Whether it be their brother, their sister, their cousin, their mother, whatever, friend. They might have to do some backstabbing, a little backbiting, a little lying, they're going to have to do something to get that bag. But what they really doing is going against the Most High. Keep going.
Which while some coveted after,
They lust after that money. Go ahead.
they have erred from the faith,
They erring from it, meaning they went astray from the true faith. Go ahead.
and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Pierce themselves with many sadness. Meaning the things that they did with sadness and money, they did it anyway because they were chasing that bag. Money is more important than anything else in the world. Just like you said, I gotta get it how I live. So you put money over above the Most High. Go ahead.
But now, O man of Allah,
But now, man of the Most High Yahawah, I'm going to you, the man of the Most High Yahawah. Go ahead. What are we supposed to do? Flee that. Flee that alone. Leave it alone. Go ahead.
and follow after righteousness.
And follow after righteousness, brother. That's what it's telling us. So when you say, I got to get that bag, I got to get it, where you put this stuff at. And I understand, like you say, I'm just now coming into it. I'm just now getting out who you are as a person. You're a child of the Most High. This was written about when we first Peter 2. Yeah, drop that. This is what Peter and all of the other they try to bring a royal line of kings, princes. You know what I mean? And they take that from us and call us up. But the Bible is saying that if we do that, this is there from 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. Go ahead.
But ye are a chosen generation,
You are a chosen generation above all other nations, above all other people. Am I just saying that or the Bible say that? The Bible say that. Okay, go ahead.
a royal priesthood.
A what?
Royal priesthood.
A royal priesthood. Everybody can't say that. Everybody cannot say that they're royals. But you can say that. I can say that. My sons can say that. I come from a royal priesthood. Go ahead.
And holy nation,
A holy nation. A set apart nation. That's why that's why everybody want to dress like us, be like us, talk like us, date our women. Everything we do, the way we dress, our slang, the way we dance, the way we cook, everything we do, they want to do. Why? Because we are a set apart people. No matter how hard they try, never be.
They not like us.
Kendrick Lamar said it. They not like us. They can try, they can emulate, but it'll never be. They can never put that sprinkle on it. You know why? Because the Bible said we are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. The earth would have no flavor if it wasn't for us. Imagine there being no black people or Hispanic people in the earth. How bland it would be. No salsa. No bongo. No hip hop. Imagine that. Imagine living in a world where there was no hip hop, no rap, no salsa, no Latin women, no sisters, no body, no shape, no thick lips, no swinging. Imagine that. Everything just straight like a board. Yeah, it make you think now. You're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Damn, that shit was so.
Right.
That shit was so.
So we give it the salt. We give it the flavor. You get what I mean? And this is why he said you come from a royal priesthood. You know, a Kodash or a holy line of people. Go ahead.
A peculiar people.
A peculiar people. Meaning people sit back and they say, how did LeBron do that? How is LeBron playing in the NBA and he's 40-something years old and he's still dunking on people? I'm not a LeBron fan, but I'm just saying. How does they throw that football like that? How does Bo Jackson, how did he play baseball, football, and run track at the same time? How can a man do that? What Bo say, just do it. It's nothing. How did Dion, why did they call him prime time? Because when he touched the football, he started there. No, who thought of that? Who ever thought about when they catch the ball football, they gonna dance? Nobody thought about that. And then he gave him the name prime time. How come it was illegal to dunk a basketball in NBA until we got into the NBA and Doc started dunking? Now they having a slam dunk contest. You get what I'm saying? Why? Because we gave it flavor. We put salt in there. We gave it everything that it has. We gave it the essence of what it is.
We spiced it up.
We spiced it up. Before that, it was just a regular game. Shooting a basketball. We brought the style into it. Even the way we wear the shorts and hang over it. You ain't even playing basketball. You just kind of out there like, you know, with the bandana on it. So everything, keep going.
That you should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness.
So we got to give praises to our Most High Yahawah, the Father, because he called me, you, and our sons out of darkness. Because now you say, I'm coming into the truth, I'm starting to understand who I am as an Israelite, man. You're like, hold up. You're starting to see that light now. You was in darkness, you was blinded. But now you kind of, you looking through, you like, wait a minute, there's light over here. Move this out the way. Like now I'm starting to see I gotta get back to my roots. I gotta start to read, study, learn. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Into his marvelous light.
Into his marvelous light. Go ahead.
Which in time past were not a people.
Which in time past was not a people. You wasn't his people. You didn't know you was an Israelite. Like you said, it was your uncle bringing you into it, giving you the knowledge. Before that, you probably had never heard of it before. You know, you wasn't aware, but now you're aware. You was in darkness, now you come into the light. Go ahead.
But are now the people of Ahchyam.
Now you're the people of the Most High Yahawah. Just like you see me, when you see me, you probably looked up, you said, them brothers got on fringes. Let me go over there and say something to them brothers. Like you said, I'm sorry, brother, I ain't got mine on, but I still acknowledge. I know who you is, I know what you about, brother. You know what I'm saying? The only reason you know that is because you know the light. That's the only reason you know that. If you was in darkness and you was another brother, you wouldn't know. You would have just looked over and be like, man, but as the light is coming, you're like, hold up. Oh, this is Israelites. So come on, brother. What's up? Why? Because it's on another level. You're walking in that light now. Now I gotta leave you with this before you walk off. I see you getting itchy. Numbers 15, real quick, 34. And I know you say you already know, but I gotta leave you with this because I gotta warn my brother. Because the Bible said if I don't warn you, the blood's gonna be on my hands. So I gotta let you know, brother, right? Numbers 15, start at 34. Or give me the whole story when he was picking up the sticks. So maybe start at what, 32? Numbers 15, 32. You got it? Bring it out.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
So this is the Israelites in the wilderness after they left out of Egypt. It's the Sabbath day. They find a man picking up sticks on the ground, right? Let's see what happened to that man that was picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron.
So they got him like, hey, what you doing? He like, I'm picking up sticks. They like, look, check this out, come with us. So they took him to Moses. So now he in front of Moses. Go ahead.
And unto all the congregation. And they put him in ward.
They put him in a ward. I mean, they put him in a jail cell or a holding tank, right? So Moses like, hold up. They put him in jail for that, right? Go ahead.
Because it was not declared what should be done to him.
So they didn't know what they were going to do to him yet. So they put him like in a holding cell. Let's see what, hold on, wait a minute. Let's see what we're going to do. So they didn't just act on their thing. What did they do?
And
take your time, read it.
And Yahweh said unto Moses.
So they went to the Most High Yahweh. They didn't just do what they wanted to do. They said, hold on, we got this man picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Put him in jail until we go get up with Yahweh, the Most High, and see what he gonna say. So now they at the tabernacle, they're talking to the Most High. Yahweh, we got this man picking up sticks on the Sabbath. What do we do? Yahweh said what?
Man shall surely be put to death.
Say what? What did Yahweh say?
The man shall be surely put to death.
He should be put to death. Go ahead.
All the congregations shall stone him.
How many people got to stone him?
All the congregation shall stone him with stone.
All the people of Israel shall stone him with stone. He shall be put to death. And all that brother was doing was picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Keep going.
And all the congregation brought him without the camp.
All of the congregation brought him. Go ahead.
And stoned him with stone.
And stoned him. They put him to death for picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Look at all of our brothers and sisters. Look at all the Hispanics and the Mexican people. And our brothers and sisters out here. Look at what they do. They shopping, they buying, they filling up their car with gas to go to restaurants, to movie theaters. They breaking the Sabbath. So all of them should be put to what? Death. By the Most High. That's righteous judgment because he told you to separate this day and keep it. So let's see what else happened. Keep going.
And he died as Yahweh commanded Moses.
And he died. He died for picking up sticks on the Sabbath day. Now let's see what happened after they go in.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying.
Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying what?
Speak unto the children of Israel. And bid them that they put them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
So this is the reason why we have to wear fringes. Did you know that, brother?
No, I didn't know that. I just knew it was.
So now you know where the commandment of fringes come from. The reason we have to wear fringes on our clothing is because that brother that was picking up sticks on the Sabbath died. Right? The Most High said stone him. So he died. So the Most High said, to make the fringes on the border of their clothing for what?
And that they put the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue, you see that right there, ribbon of blue. Go ahead. It shall be unto you as a fringe. These are why we got on fringes. Go ahead. So when I look on these fringes, I think about the commandments of the Most High Creator. It's not just a fashion thing. Right. Yeah. Starting point. Starting point. That's why I said we all start from somewhere. So I got to drop you with that. Exodus 20 and 2. Deuteronomy 28. That's the blessings and the curses. You got to get into that too. The blessings if you obey the word, and the curses if you go against the commandments. Like I was saying right now, all of these people are going against the commandments, so they living in curse. And then they wonder why their life is not going right. You think that you got a new car or a brand new house or a big job? You think that that's living? No, that's this right here. The devil gives you that. Did the devil not come and tempt Yahawashi? He said, I give you all these things in the world.
Yeah, what's crazy is guess what they do? They say job, opportunity.
Right.
They don't thank God about it.
Right. Well, they don't know who they thinking. They said, did you know that the devil considered a God? It's in the Bible. You ever heard that? No, like he's considered a God. Okay. We're going to read that Exodus 20, but get 2 Corinthians real quick. Chapter 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and start at verse 4. The Bible calls Satan or the devil or Ahchyam a God in this world. I'm going to show it to you in the Bible. When you get home, you got a Bible? Look it up. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 4. Read it.
In whom the Ahchyam.
No, not read it verbatim. Read it verbatim. Go ahead.
In whom the God of this world.
What did the Bible call it? Start it over again. What did the Bible call it?
The God of this world.
What did he do? What has the devil or the God of this world, what did he do? So the reason why these people don't believe is because we have mind in them. We have mind in them. The Bible says, keep going. That's the light of the gospel. What is the light? The gospel shall shine unto them. And how I'm telling my brothers and sisters, you pay me out on the Shabbat, you pay me out here buying and selling and this and that. They look at me and tell me they gonna do what they want to do. I tell them they can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Even to my mama, she said I'm gonna do what I want to do. Matter of fact, right now I'm finna go get some shrimp and eat it. I said, that's what you want to do. You're not disobeying me. You disobeying the Creator. So she's serving who? The God of this world, which is Satan. See, people don't know that he's a God too. So when people say, they get all this stuff and they thank God, they are. They thanking the God Satan. They don't realize who they thanking, but they thanking him. You might say, well, how are they thanking him? Well, anytime you do. Give me John 8 and 43. I'm going to let the Bible explain it. I don't want to speak too much my own words. I want the Bible to explain it. So when somebody gets a new home, a new car, a new this, but they living wicked and they disobeying the commandments that was given to us, and then they sit up and they say, thank God for it. This is the God that they thank it, the God in this world. This is how we know. John 8 and 43. Go ahead. Start at 43.
Why do we not understand my speech?
See, why are they not understanding what it is that I'm saying? I said he's the God of this world. Somebody look at me and say, no, I only serve the God, you serving the God of this world. You're not understanding my speech. I'm going to show you are. Go ahead.
Because you cannot hear my word. Your father, the devil.
They are of who?
Your father, the devil.
Yeah, you have your father, the devil. Go ahead.
And the lust of your father you will do.
Yeah, you want the things in this world. And the Bible tells us in James chapter 4 to not love the things of this world. The only thing that's in this world is the lust of the eye and the lust of the flesh. So if you want that brand new car, you lusting after that. You want that brand new home, you lusting after that. Then we just read in 1 Timothy, as long as you have some garment, which is raiment, and you have some and shelter and a little food, you good. You don't have to have a $50 million home. You ain't gotta have a $700,000 car. Right. But people not content with that. And the Bible says be content with that. Whatever he has given you, be content. But people are not content with that. They want that $700,000 Lambo, or that Ferrari, or that double R. Why? So they can come through and stunt. They can come through and say, I got that double R. I'm Gucci'd out. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Making them more rich. You get what I'm saying? Because why? They love their father, the devil. Keep going.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a what?
Murderer from the beginning.
He was a murderer. How many of our brothers out here pulling triggers on brothers? They murderers. So they worshiping who? They father the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning. Any brother that murdered another brother, you worshiping the father the devil. Straight up. Same mindset. And let me give you this. The so-called white man is the devil. He is your adversary. Because in that same book, you talk about Deuteronomy 28. It says, slave ships, you sold the slave to your enemy. And who was we sold to? Our enemies. Which is the so-called white man. So he the devil. An enemy of the devil just means your adversary, somebody who's against you, somebody who opposes you. He opposes us. He's our opponent. But he has more over us because he had us enslaved for all these years. So how can we catch up to where we was enslaved for almost 1,000 years? We still enslaved.
That's what I'm saying for us, our folks. Knocking each other down. I'm like, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all seen that when a little girl just got
Shot in the face. Yeah. Worried about the other stuff. But you know why? Because they're under the curse, brother. They're under the curse. Do you know where the police came from? How it originated? Thank you. Come on, brother. Your uncle telling you? Come on. That's where the police come from. That was the first police catching slaves, runaway slaves. They go out there, and it's the same thing they do. They don't ride around Beverly Hills. They don't ride all up in the neighborhood of Beverly Hills and all of these rich places. No, where they ride? In the hoods. In the poverty places where we are and our other brothers, the Hispanic brothers, and they have to what? Patrol us. Like we're animals, like the caged animals, patrolling, making sure we don't get too irate. Let them patrol like that around the Beverly Hills and stuff. Then people will say, what are you doing over here? Come on, bring it out. Hold on, let me finish this. Don't lose the question. Read that last part of your father the devil. Go ahead.
Oh, God, the truth.
And they don't abide in the truth. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth in him.
There's no truth in him. He was what?
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and father of it.
He's a liar. So anything he speaks is a lie. And anybody that lies, that's their father. Go ahead, bring out your question. Yeah, they lost, brother. You know why don't I agree with that. Our Mexican brothers and sisters are lost too. They've been lied to. They think that they are part of them, but they're not. They were conquered just like we were conquered. They just don't understand their history. Last week, a couple weeks ago, I was standing right here. We always right here. My brother pulled up, Mexican brother pulled up, had a big old Mexican flag flying out the back of his truck. I said, brother, what does that mean? He said, that's a Mexican flag. That's my heritage. I said, I understand that, but what does the flag represent? What does it mean? He said, I don't know. So you got something that you fly in a flag, but you have no idea what it means. Then I said, what are you? He said, I'm Hispanic. I said, what does that mean? He said, I don't know. See what I'm saying? So they're calling themselves something and doing something, but they have no idea, just like us, whether they lost. And they're being told, oh, to hate black people. That's to keep us divided and separated, so we don't get to know one another. So that's just a thing that's being pushed on them too, brother, because they are impressed. The reason they speak Spanish the first language we spoke was Hebrew. But now we speak of English, or our brothers and sisters in Jamaica, the ones in Puerto Rico, the ones that's in Cuba, the ones that's in Panama. All of them brothers and sisters speak a different language. Why? Because we were conquered and sent there. So they are just as in darkness as we are. So in some instances, brother, because you have the light and you're receiving the light, you have to have mercy on those brothers because they're in darkness and they don't understand it. You get what I'm saying? Knowledge is the key. So I know that some brothers, they hate us, they don't like us, but it's because of their ignorance and their darkness that they're in.
I was like, it's not like your forever. He said, we locked in, right?
Why though? Listen, what you saying? They go to jail. Right? Because the Bible is telling him to go against us. And he feel like in this world, in this society, if he click up with the white boy, he'll have a little bit more clout. What good would it do the Mexican brother is in jail clicking up with us when we already oppressed by everybody else is in the system? Everybody in the system already hates us. So what good, what benefit would it do for him to click up with us? If anything, it's going to hinder him more. But in the system, if he click up with the whites or the woods, then he has a benefit. Why? Because they control things. Guns, drugs, they can get into more areas, more systems, they know more people. So it's beneficial for them to click up with the woods than it is for us. It'll be a hindrance for them. Because now everybody's going to oppose them. Everybody. Anytime somebody clicks with us as black people, they're opposed by every other nation. Whether it's Asian, whatever nation it is, they're opposed. Why? Because everybody hates us because that's what's prophesied in the scriptures. That we will be hated by our enemies.
I never seen a race.
Those are not our people. Those are not our people. They only locked in with us because they was cast out and put amongst us. And they took, how can I say this? Not in a disrespectful way. They took on a lot of our attributes. They accepted a lot of our ways. And they became things that we are. That's why you have Tongues and things that are Crips and Bloods and, they Cambodians. And they took on a lot of our things, which means that they accepted us, right? And the type of people we are, if you accept us, we will accept you. We're very loving people. You get what I mean? As long as you accept us and you're not bringing any drama or hate towards us, and we don't have to defend ourselves, and if you love us, we'll love you back. And that's what happened with them because they're loving people.
I like about them.
And who else likes them? Other than us. Who else is welcoming to smallness? Nobody. Nobody. Because why? They're big, they're intimidating.
Their hair just like them.
They got exactly. So them, when people see them, they shy away. But when it all boils down to it, the gist of it, are they from the tribe of Israel? No. That doesn't mean that they're bad people. It's just that they are not part of our covenant.
So, I guess I'm just getting, so the tribe of Israel is pretty much the nation that has no identity.
Yeah. The 12 tribes of Israel are the 12 tribes right here: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali. Right?
I got a message when I was cool with, he's still cool or whatever. He's still yeah, somewhere in your lineage, you can trace it. So you can trace it back somewhere.
Right.
All I know is we come from Alabama.
But you know why? Because they was here before us. This is why when those people came over, the conquerors or the conquistadors, Columbus and so many others, to conquer this land, there was people already here. We call them Native American Indians. But those Native American Indians was Israelites. They were Israelites and they spoke Hebrew.
Gad,
Gad. You get what I'm saying? And I think some of the, if I'm not mistaken, some of the Zebulon brothers, Gad, yeah, Native American Indians, and then Reuben, Seminole Indians. Those brothers was already here. They have been here for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So like you said, some of those brothers are able to trace back their ancestors and things like that. That's how. Even though they were conquered in certain ways, they were already here. They had a foundation. Us, we were straight out taken and snatched and then sent across the ocean on boats and then sold. Your mother was sold here, your dad was sold here. When you were born, you were sold over there. When your sister was born, she was sold over there. So how can you possibly know? Then you didn't know how to read, write, talk. Anything, they cut you down.
That's real.
They beat you until they told you not to use your language. They beat you if they caught you reading. They beat you anything you did, they beat you. They raped the women, hung people up on trees and left them there for days and set them on fire. What they used to call a picnic or picnic. To hang, to what? To show the other ones you better not get out of line. Or I'll hang your ass up there too. You get what I mean? So yes, their captivity was a little different than ours. And this is why they can go back in some ways. But like I said, they don't even know the languages and different things that they speak. They're so proud to be a Hispanic, which Hispanic just means the property of a Spaniard. This Spaniard, which means that you are the property of a Spaniard. That's what the word Hispanic means. So this is what I'm saying. They have their pride, and being proud is something that they have no knowledge of. And if they have knowledge of it, then they wouldn't want to be called a Hispanic, because that means that you're the property of your slave owner. Your flag tells you that. That's what I asked the brother, do you know what the flag means? The green, the white, the red? He said no. The green represents the independence from their slave owners in 1821. That's their independence, their freedom. That's what it represents, the colors. But they don't even know that. They just flying the flag. Which shows that they were what? They captive. They were slaves. The only way you can have an independence and be free, and this is your independence, is that you were a slave. Otherwise, where were you being free from? You was a captive.
Would you say, I see on subject.
No, go ahead, brother.
Would you say our people today, our mindset is more trash to the ancestors from back then? People, like you said, the people that couldn't write or read, it seemed like they had more, all that stuff that was happening.
Right.
They have more sense as a whole.
Right.
Today, we in better, supposedly in better conditions. Our money, we would kill each other, hate one another.
Right now,
vision, light skin, dark skin.
To answer your question, brother, right now, all it is that we're being deceived. As I said earlier, the God of this world, which is Satan, he's deceiving our people. They're more concerned about the things of this world than the word of the Most High. That's all it is to them. It's bottom line. They have not came to the truth and realization to read the scriptures and obey the scriptures. They're of their father, the devil. And they're doing the things of the devil. And they're minding the things of the devil, meaning they're doing his works. Why? Because they're going against the Most High. Give me Isaiah chapter 1, starting verse 10. Watch this. Listen to what this says, and this should kind of give you some insight on the type of people that we are and what's going on with us. Isaiah chapter 1, starting 10, I believe.
Hear the word of
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 10. Hear the word of Yahawah.
No, you can say Yahawah, go ahead. He's asked me, do we want me to read it like in the Hebrew, just verbatim, where you can understand it clearly instead of the Hebrew? That's all he's asking. Go ahead.
Hear the word of Yahawah, rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of our God.
Give ear to the law of the Most High. It means open up your ears and listen to what it is the Bible is telling you and what it's saying. Go ahead.
people of Gomorrah. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith Yahweh? I'm full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks.
He don't delight in these things. He sacrifices the people are giving him. Go ahead.
This at your hand to tread my glory.
So he's going into the people when they come to church, they give money. With the tithe, they give evil, right? So a person that's a murderer, rapist, whatever they do, they feel like if they go to church on Sunday, they get a little tithe, what they call now sacrifice, they feel like everything will be smoothed out, right? He understands. Jump up and let's start at about verse 2 or 3 where the ox know its owner. Start with that one. Watch this. Yeah, verse 3. Watch this one.
The ox knoweth its owner.
So the ox, which is an animal, like an ass, a donkey or whatever, right? He knoweth his owner. He know who his owner is. Go ahead.
And the donkey his master's crib.
The donkey know his master's crib, meaning he know where he sleep, he know where to go and get shelter, right? Watch this.
But Israel does not know. My people does not consider. A sinful nation. A sinful nation. A people laden with iniquity.
So it says my people don't know. Israel don't know. They are a sinful nation. A sinful people. Laden with what are they laden with?
Iniquity.
Iniquity, meaning they're laden with it. It's all over. That's like getting some mud, wallowing around in it, and it's smeared it all over you. They laid with sin, man. It is sin all over. And they happy with that. They are content living in sin like that. Keep going.
The seed of evildoers.
The seed of evildoers.
Children that are corrupted.
Children that are what?
That are corrupted.
Children that are corrupted, meaning they corrupt things. You can move them into a good, flourishing, nice neighborhood. Give it a little time. Give it a little time. The park that they created with the swings for the kids and a playground. Give it a little time.
8 years old, 9 years old.
Yeah, give it a little time. That park that was called Shalawam Park, it'll be a gang in a couple years. It'll be Shalawam Crip or Shalawam Blood. Give it a little time. They'll be out there, like you said, smoking trees, writing on the wall,
8 years old.
gang banging, shooting.
8 years old, brain cells out of
Don't. Why? Because they're laden with sin. This is what the Bible is telling you. So you said, why are people like this? What's going on? The Bible is letting you know. Keep reading.
They have forsaken Yahweh.
They have done what?
Forsaken Yahweh.
They forsaken the Most High. Them youngsters ain't reading about the Most High. Neither are their parents. They not in there. They not obeying the word of the Most High. They go to the fake churches where they can live and do what they want to do as long as they giving those, what did we talk about earlier? Those tithes, no offerings. As long as they doing that, they can come to that fake church. And it's okay. They can live in the same sin and it's okay. Why?
It makes sense why everyone is on each corner.
Exactly. You don't need one on every corner if everybody reading the word, because we know what the word is. And you living by the word. That means it should be less evil in the world. It should be less sin in the world. But if people not living by the word, then what's going to be in the world? Evil. And it says that we lay with evil. We lay with a sin. Keep going.
They have provoked the Joshua Israel into anger.
They have provoked the Most High unto anger. So the Most High Yahweh is angry at us because we are living in disobedience, going against His law, statute, and commandments. Keep going, watch.
They are gone away backward.
We have done what?
Gone away backward.
We have gone away backwards, meaning we're walking backwards. The question you posed to me is, why did our ancestors, when we were first coming out of slavery and things like that, and we couldn't learn, we couldn't read, when they got out of slavery, they were trying to teach themselves how to learn and read. They were trying to get home. They were trying to build themselves up. But how come now, in 2024, everybody, our people, all we doing is tearing one another down. The Bible is saying because they have all went what? Backwards. We were moving forward at a time, but then what happened? Well, they came out with a certain thing called food stamps. They came out with a certain thing called low-income living, Section 8, where a woman can have a house on her own and she don't need a man. They came out with a certain thing where they wanted to integrate schools. And now you didn't want to just be who you are, you wanted to go to school over there with the other nations of people. And you wanted to live like them. You wanted to wear the clothing that they have on. You wanted to talk like them. You wanted to be amongst the other nation of people and be as such what Martin Luther King was fighting for. So certain things was implemented. And then in the 60s and the 70s, what came? Heroin was destroying who? Our people. SAHM came right after that. And then we know 80s came. What came? Crack babies, rock cocaine. And now over the years, through the things, it says who brought all of that over here. Now that they say it, who? The CIA. It was our own president of the government of the United States of America, the CIA, that brought drugs over into the world, and they pushed them where? Into the urban communities. To do what? To destroy our people.